And as of now, Miss Ileana Danskew, client representative of the substitute decisioner maker who is stealing and grossly misusing my mother's money to starve her to fucking death, resulting in me multiple times a week for multiple weeks a month to fucking walk back and carry hundreds of pounds of fucking food at a time, 30 pounds each hand plus what I haul on my back, 3 times a week, 3 weeks a fucking month so far. You are paying me for my fucking services and labor, you bitch, and not from my mother's bank account. And you think you're gonna send me a threatening letter now that this place is baby friendly? Now that this place is fucking safe, and I have a 3-month-old baby, now we're going to be residing here full time with my 11-year-old immunely compromised daughter with juvenile arthritis who is going to be living here. You are going to send me a fucking note saying that I didn't respond to your bullshit fast enough, even though I have abided by every single thing that you have given me to abide by. And this place is not just mom approved. This place is not just 2-mom approved. This place has not just been approved by the federal FBI, the Superior Court of Canada, and the Brain Injury Association. You're done, you fuck. My apologies. I'll point it back at the baby carriage thing. My rapid-firing bipolar Tourette's just took a... well, it took a dive. Whatever. It jacked itself up. So here, me and my suicide prevention dog, Luna, are going to be staying now with a 3-month-old baby that will be permanently residing here with my daughter with juvenile arthritis visiting, and her heavily autistic 6-year-old brother will likely be coming by too. And Miss Ileana Danskew, whatever the fuck your name is threatening that if I don't do what she wants, she's going to make me and my 3-month-old baby and my suicide prevention dog homeless. Again, in the middle of winter, after I was already emergency evacuated from across the street out of a hyper-violent, severe aggression situation. I don't work out, ladies and gentlemen. I literally just get hypertension as I f***ing talk. I don't work out. You are watching me do my workout right now. And let's relax. So, since this person is starving my mother to death, since this person is it's like a child sex offender. It's a vulnerable sector when you f*** with old people. You are resigning by Monday morning. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Down the family peace pipeline to the family room. I like how that works. Oh yeah, the zip line's gonna go straight into that fucking closet. Anyway. Alright, thought deconstruction process, create blueprint. Create, oh yeah, I already had this phone stand set up to be a phone stand. Where are we at here? Smoke my tea. Now, what next? Thought deconstruction process. This is a very, very precarious and very busy, unique situation. And if I miss any amount of detail that I don't have hardwiredly slammed into my brain on a quick draw, a 3-month-old baby can be in danger. My mother has already been in danger. Let's take a gander thought at, let's explore what has been going on, what people think have been going on, in my, what people have thought absent. See, I haven't been absent from here in 20 years. I just haven't had the permission to fix it up. I've been coming and going through the windows for at least 25. I invoke squatters' rights. Everything that I've ever owned in 40 years is already down here. I didn't pick it up and carry it here in 12 hours. People are stupid as hell if you thought so. I brought my food with me and that was it. I've been living here to get away from the fucking explosive, demented idiot over there. And since squatters' rights states that 10 plus years uninterrupted, and all my stuff has been here for 25 uninterrupted, and as you can see, the ceilings were literally falling apart, and the floors were rotted, and this place was full of garbage. And I couldn't do anything with it until I had permission to move things around, so therefore I had to make my presence known. You think I'd let my mother live here alone? Just abandon her for 25 years? Are you people stupid? You are, obviously. I'm talking to you. That's why. I know that you are. Not you people. Not you viewers. The people who were supposed to come for an inspection. But they never came. They just keep hostilely sending more harassing letters. Doesn't seem to matter what I do to appease them. They find more stupid shit to say I didn't appease them, even though I have. So. I mean, let's face it, at some point, every time my mother takes a shower and that water floods down onto all the electrical wiring on the furnace, and that is next to the giant wall drainage basin of all the snow that's currently melting and seeping in through the floors. And that wall is full of, again, electrical wiring. Now, hypothetical, if the water popped the fucking breaker and it did toaster the floor, it would last for about less than a second, and again, in theory, would pop the breaker. In theory, my mother's bed is above this fire hazard, and her PSWs, nor the Guardian Provincial Trustee, Ileana Dianscu, has done anything in 25 years to fix this. So, since she doesn't want me here renovating and fixing it and making sure that my mother is safe, I'm hereby demanding and will have her resignation by noon Monday. I assure you, my videos are already at the 82,000 marker. Since I started yesterday. So, I suggest you leave the country, Miss Dianscu. Go join the fight for fucking Syria or whatever the hell's going on over east. And I will get a copy of all her client files, and I assure you I will check. I will make sure that the Elder Care Abuse Unit checks every single file that you are supposed to be managing with home inspections like I do here to make sure this place is safe for her. And I am guaranteeing someone somewhere is going to find that you are not just fucking over my mother for all her money and starving her to death without paying anything. There are going to be others. Which is why you have already been reported to the police, you have already been reported to the court, you have already been reported to the Elder Care Investigation Unit, you have already been reported to the Brain Injury Association, you have already been reported to the Superior. I mean, have I missed anything? Yes, the home and care community up in Central East. That which I am told out of all the reports that I have made in that one long-winded breath. I've had a very slow day. I've just been making phone calls and sending emails. It's the home care community up in Central East that will bring you the fuck down. And I am demanding your resignation and a brand new caseworker to manage the fact that I am now staying here with my 3-month-old baby. Full time, with my daughter visiting on 4 days a month. Unto which, when I have nigger Nazi, and I do not take back anything I say, again, I have brain damage, I can't lie, it just misfires. I'll get confused if I break the thought chain process. This dumb bitch comes in, smashing, slamming, screaming, throwing things, causing a hissy fit, and making an ample amount of noise. And you have all watched all of it. Every temper tantrum she has thrown, every confrontation she has had, every time she has come down into my space yelling and screaming and interrupting my podcast. She was interrupting my goddamn fucking meeting with Iron Man, Nicola Vidala, the first night that I was doing it, at the top of the stairs, fucking screaming at me, stupid fucking abusive shit. So when Anastasia comes with her autistic, heavily autistic 6-year-old brother, soon to be 7-year-old brother, and there's a 3-month-old baby sleeping, and this is the community care home worker, healthcare registered nurse professional thing that's supposed to be taking care of my mother's affairs. So you all can go back and watch all the confrontations. You can go back and watch all the times that I've gone up and spoken to them and spoken to my mother, and every conversation. Not to mention I have been filming round the clock live 24/7 as much as I can since I got here to prove and film and document all of this. And you are going to stick me in front of a judge. You are going to get your trial coordinators. You are going to book a fucking trial. It's going to take 6 months to get your first court date. It's going to take an additional 5 to 7 years to reach trial. Not only do you already have the entire month of me filming round the clock and all this documentation to stick in front of a jury and a judge to review for a trial that's going to cost taxpayers money and an absolutely epic amount of money. By the time you reach trial, you will have between 3, 5, or 7 more years of day in and day out, 365 days a year, live documentation on top of everything else to stick in front of a trial jury. And I hereby challenge you, as a nationally registered felon, stick me in front of a jury of all females, moms, and a female judge. Stack the decks against me as hard as you want. This is a 10-year long already legal process that I've been building. Actually, it's been 25 years. It's been 25 years. 25? Somewhere between 22 and 25. Since the first time Miss Loyan upstairs being involved with the class action lawsuit, being prescribed OxyContin, called the police on me 20 years ago and had me arrested for terrorism. Henceforth, the class action lawsuit. And henceforth, how exactly, for 20 years, I've been coming and going through these windows, keeping an eye on her and keeping an eye on this place. I am invoking squatters' rights. This is Crown land. And the substitute fucking decision maker, who was only appointed because there was no other one else here mentally fit and sane and stable to take power of attorney of the estate and of her medical health. I'm a registered, internationally licensed and registered health coach, healthcare professional, nutritionist, with an IQ of 141 plus, and about 5 psychological evaluations that prove that I am perfectly fine. You, Miss Diane Skew, do not understand the difference that if somebody steals my lighter, or somebody breaks my bong, my inhaler, that they have damaged my property. This is not my house in the pocket. This is not the real estate crown land that you think that you are in charge of for my mother's finances. You handle her bank account, not the estate that's owned by the crown that has authorized me to be here being a registered prohibited weapon. Because you can't throw me out and nobody can do anything with me. I'm authorized to legally stay at Madras Crown Land Camping. You want to cut the power to the house? You want to take the utilities away? Cut the water? Go for it. I'm still authorized to be here by superior federal law because for the next 13 years I have nowhere else to go. And I am an ordained reverend, and what I do for work is I volunteer at the church at St. Paul's here in Bowmanville. I volunteer in the kitchen and as part of the food program, and I will be running and training and offering my coaching services there for free. In exchange, I get to carry back a whole bunch of hundreds of pounds of food to feed her, myself, my family, the baby. That's friend. Don't fall over. Stop thinking about it. Go back to what you were doing. Smoke something. Sorry, glitch in the anus. That is how I support my family. I work for free, and I am paid in food and results. I did not carry everything that you see here over when I came here a month ago, and nothing, not a single fucking garbage bag has been thrown out that was here before. Any garbage bags that were here before is that giant pile around the house with the giant fucking security door that fell over. It's supposed to be Luda's gate. Nothing has been taken away from this residence since I've been here. 25 years. The onus is not on me to prove my innocence. The onus is on you idiots to prove my guilt. I have talked to the SWAT team fucking twice the last week about a Jericho situation again against a fucking metric ton of bullets he's got stored over there and gunpowder for his reloading site. I don't care if he has guns. I care that if he leaves the stove on and that fireplace doesn't have insurance like a fireworks factory in China, that damn house is going to take out half the fucking neighborhood. Probably half of fucking Bowmanville. He's just as violent, aggressive, as scary as the stupid PSW who comes in, smash and scream and swear at things here. Everything is recorded. Everything is live. Everything, including my fucking arguments with dumbass over there. All documented live on Instagram. Backed up on my Instagram, daughter's Instagram, my YouTube, daughter's YouTube, TikTok. Backed up to the computer. Re-edited. Whatever content makes the most. I'm up in the 100,000 range, 84,000 range, 50,000 range. I think some of the lower ones are at least in the 40,000 ranges. There's like no in between. I'm like 200, 300, 1,000, 2,000 views at the low end, and then skyrocket. You are all going to help my mother not die. You are going to take Miss Ileana fucking Diansky, and you are going to run her clear out of the goddamn fucking country. My mother has not had a food order. My mother has not had a food shipment order in 2 weeks. The only food that she is getting comes from the church that I bring home. There has not been a food order made from Ileana Diansky for her in 2 weeks. She has not fed my mother in 2 weeks. That's vulnerable sector, categorized as the same category as pedophilia. When you're a pedophile, it's because you fuck with the vulnerable sector. I don't know what it's called when you fuck with a fucking 77-year-old Alzheimer's dementia schizophrenic patient. Starving her to death, having her decked out on 25 prescription medication pills a day. Keeping her alive on some bread, ice cream sandwiches, waffles, and Ritz crackers. And you have not restocked on the bread, the waffles, the fucking Ritz crackers, or the occasional eggs in the fridge in 2 weeks. You are responsible for my mother. And you are being fired by Monday. I invoke squatters' rights. I invoke crown land camping. I invoke power of attorney. I invoke next of heir. I invoke I am in my rightful place. This is my family heritage home. And Miss Loyan upstairs has never paid a dime on this place. Run the property taxes. Go look at the financial banking statements for who bought the estate in the first place. Victor and Blanche Bossy. All the fucking property income taxes will all lead to my birth parents. You are not taking a $3 million estate, putting my mother in a home and cashing in on my family heritage. I'm going to be very blunt. The people who this place is for: Anastasia, Brooklyn, Ashley. I have 3 daughters now. The kiddos didn't know that. Anastasia has a half-sister out there somewhere too. This place goes to them. Dumbass house when they knock swat the shit out of his fucking head. And he's always talking about going out shooting if they ever come to take his guns. So again, good luck, boys. You should blackjack him while he's sleeping. Black bag the fucker. They can't knock swat that place. So it's next to a fucking school. I can't see any way to safely apprehend him, remove him from the property. They'd have to get him at work. They can't go in there shooting. He will go out shooting. It's what he's always talked about for fucking 10 years. Not to mention shooting the mother of my child in the face, killing my mother, and kidnapping Anastasia, going to the Philippines. And since I approve he kidnapped me when I was 3, from Vic and Blanche Bossy, my birth parents who own this house, I want child abuse on him too. Not to mention I'm all fucky in the head, and she's schizophrenic because of his abuse. I am pressing massive charges. Ashley, go fuck yourself. Keep your dead daddy issues very far away from my demented ones. My demented daddy has nothing to do with yours. I've lost too many people, and in my lifetime I have already prevented 3 school shootings. And been accused of 1. I've been accused... Not even worth it. I'm gonna glitch my fucking eyes. I am going to smoke 1 more bowl of my Goku Cola, which is supposed to calm me the fuck down. However, I need to make sure that this is all documented. And I can quick draw it on the flick of my tongue. Stop thinking about it. Anyway. So I can go to court, and I can talk to the inspectors, and I can have the real people who care about Miss Loyan. Me, my daughters, my family. Oh, and the suicide prevention dog. Please stop harassing me. Please stop treating me like I'm a villain. Please stop trying to get rid of me or being mean to me. All I ask of anyone is to leave me in peace and treat me kindly. Now, for all of you private investigators who are watching because I am encouraging it, I have nothing to hide. You have 3 options. Riddle me this. Book your trial coordinators and get me in front of a judge, preferably before 7 years pass. Actually, I'll hold fort in this. This is a sovereign nation, crown land. This is a sovereign nation called Canada. And I'm claiming sovereign citizen, dual citizenship. As long as I pay my taxes and abide by your rules of the Muggle world, I can claim this separate, segregated basement apartment, separate from the crown land above on the estate, a sovereign nation. I'm invoking that as well. You can book your trial coordinators, stack the judge and the jury as feminine and mom-like against me as possible. You can help me You can help me with the paperwork. You can help me make sure that my internationally licensed registry for a nutritionist can take her insurance from OHIP. And as long as I'm claiming the insurance payments under taxes, I can write that off as a business. I'm an ordained reverend and there's tax exemptions, but still, I don't care about that. Give me her OHIP insurance through my business, Reiki Restorations, Nerdy Ninja Nutrition, and I will buy her food and help her pay for things and take care of her the way she's being horribly abused and grossly neglected by Miss Ileana fucking Diansky. I'm holding you personally responsible, and I'm sending you an invoice for the amount of labor it takes to carry back all this fucking food to do what you are not doing for Miss Lion upstairs. My adoptive mom. Third, your third choice, if you're not against me, and you're not for me, then I ask you please, as a dad, leave me the fuck alone to be at peace with my family and kids. Anastasia was taken from me repeatedly over and over and over again. And then I had brain damage, and then I couldn't remember her. And then I went to jail, and then all this other shit. I have never had a normal fucking life with my child. I now have a 3-month-old baby and a best friend who is gorgeous and beautiful as a spirit and soul beyond anything this fucking planet has ever seen. And I'm asking kindly to be left alone with my best friend and her 3-month-old baby so that we can actually go forward and have a half-decent fucking life. Help me, hate me, or leave me the fuck alone. If you want to help, say, call, I'll give you kiddos a number. I'll give you kiddos a number. Same place I called. This is the Guardianship Investigations Unit of Ontario. 416-327-6348. I saw this guy on it, whatever. I've had you kiddos call the cops on my Instagram videos. I've had the cops show up when I'm strapped a bulletproof vest on doing my archery, saying, hey, are you feeling alright? Not gonna hurt yourself for others, are you? I just had a fucking mental compliance check, or mental wellness check 2 days ago. After I was awake for 4 days straight, 4 hours sleep. So I chose to sleep a little bit longer, and I did answer my phone when they called to see if I was okay. Next thing you know, I got 3 guys at the door and a fucking cute-ass cop. And Luna got out, and then we had 3 squad cars and half the fucking neighborhood trying to chase my dog around because everybody thought it was a good idea to wake me up after I'd just been fucking awake for 4 days. Getting this place as perfect as I can for her. So Luna, the Adventures of the Lunicorn there, is likely going to be featured on Body Cam. And this is all loggable, trackable, traceable, legal going on. As I said, put me in front of a judge, and the jury or whoever, let the judge decide. Help me sidestep the court issue and hand over my fucking family land and power of attorney that gets co-signed to Jess there. To make sure that the kids get a fucking inheritance and a trust fund, especially when my year's worth of disability gets back paid. Or get the fuck out of my way. And if you want my coaching services, message me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, down the family peace pipeline to the family room.